Hello, and I'm Robert Conway. I'm thrilled to be with you again. Our course is almost coming to a close, and I'm very excited to be speaking with you again for Module 6. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that is very controversial. It was very controversial back then. It is still a very controversial topic today. Uh, and it is something that certainly hits a little bit close to home, literally, as I am now finding myself a resident of the state of Tennessee. The topic, of course, is that of evolution and of the Scopes trial. Dayton, Tennessee was home in 1925 to the state of Tennessee versus John Thomas Scopes, one of the most controversial trials in American history, and possibly the most controversial and critically important moment in the fundamentalist modernist controversy. There are countless newspaper articles that are archived and that serve as leading authorities on this matter, including something I would highly recommend, a New York Times article that was written by Russell Owen that is titled From Monkey Trial to the Atomic Age. And it provides an expert account of the trial nearly 2 decades later, at the time in 1946. They compare the two seminal moments in United States history and compare the government involvement in both. Owen's article, as well as many of the finest sources penned in the decades following the Scopes trial, like the New York Times article titled Evolution Theory, Still Disputed 50 Years After the Monkey Trial. That's a more modern article. Often discuss the event in conjunction with other changes to the American zeitgeist, such as the advent of the atomic bomb. The Scopes trial, trial involving a substitute teacher accused of violating Tennessee's anti evolution Butler Act, was a case that was the very definition of a show trial. And it bordered, honestly, on a circus type atmosphere, with the conclusion of the trial being outdoors because of a very hot courtroom in the middle of the summer. The case drew a presidential candidate, William Jennings Bryan, as someone that argued on behalf of the prosecution, and Clarence Darrow, the legendary defense attorney, came to Scopes' defense. The initial decision was one that found Scopes guilty of violating the Butler Act, but Scopes was eventually vindicated years later by the United States Supreme Court on appeal. Thank you very much for your time today. I appreciate the opportunity to discuss this very important matter, and I will see you next time. Thank you.